Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to Bite Size Mining. Today, guys, I want to tell you about Zclassic and its fork and how that affects you as a miner, as a cryptocurrency miner. So, if you don't know already, Zclassic is actually going to fork. It's going to fork into Bitcoin Private. Okay, so if you currently have Zclassic on a desktop wallet, for instance, at the end of the fork, you will have your Zclassic, right? And you will also have Bitcoin Private. You'll have one of each, okay? Now, not only that, but if you have Bitcoin, you will also receive an equal amount of Bitcoin Private for every Bitcoin you currently hold the private key for. Now, how does this affect you? If your Bitcoin or your Zclassic is on an exchange, such as Bittrex, you will probably not get your Bitcoin Private if it is on an exchange. They've already kind of outlined that. But I want to go ahead and tell you, as a cryptocurrency miner, what's the benefit? Typically, when us cryptocurrency miners, when there's a fork like this, we don't really see a benefit. But I'm going to tell you guys, Zclassic, they've actually come out and said, we want to support the miners because they support us. So with this fork, with this Bitcoin Private fork, they've come out and said that not only are they going to give you your Bitcoin Private for every coin you mine, they're going to give you anywhere between 3 to 5 Bitcoin Private for every one Zclassic you mine using their donation pool. Now, not only that, but they're actually doing an auction style payout as well. So what that means, and you can find all this information on the Bitcoin pub in the mining and hardware section. I've laid it all out there for you guys. But if you look here, you'll see on the additional information, we talk about the auction style payout. And let me just read from you. These are the exact words that they placed on Reddit for everyone to read. Essentially, if you end up mining 1% of the ZCL, of the Zclassic, contributed to the donation pool, okay, you will receive 625 Bitcoin Private. No matter how much Zclassic the entire pool donated, it doesn't matter, all right? If you mine 10%, you get 6,250 Bitcoin Private. Now, that's a lot, right? How much is 1%, right? So they're trying to collect. You can go over to fund.zclassic.org, and that'll give you all the information you guys need to know to connect to this pool so that you can get your free Bitcoin Private coins for mining. You're already mining, right? You may not be mining Zclassic. Maybe you're mining Zcash. A lot of people are mining Zcash. Some of you maybe came over to the Bitcoin Pub's mining pool and decided you wanted to mine Zen. Well, Zclassic is just another fork off of Zcash, right? So Zcash or Zclassic is now forking into Bitcoin Private, and the developers of Zclassic have already said that they will no longer be supporting Zclassic. They will all be moving over to Bitcoin Private. All right. So again, this is their website. All right. They're telling everyone, you can read there, our unique system gives miners the ability to earn up to 3 to 5 Bitcoin Private per ZCL mined. Okay. Now, what we were talking about here is, what's that 1%? How much is 1%? They're looking, if you look down here at the bottom at the donation progress, they're looking to get about 50,000 Zclassic, okay? Now, we're a little bit behind the ball. I'm a little bit behind the ball on this, okay? This has been announced. This was announced almost 21 days ago. If you go by their Reddit post, 21 days ago is when they kind of started this auction style, right? So we're a little bit behind the ball. The actual fork, you can read down here, they've edited it a couple times because it was unclear. The end date was always meant to be February 29th, not February 25th. If you read the terms and conditions, it says that it will end in 2 days before the fork date. So that's approximately the fork date is, the snapshot date is February 28th, okay? So, or 50,000 ZCL. Okay, so it's either the date or once they've hit the amount that they need, okay, the 50,000 Zclassic. So let's say that they hit the 1%, right? Or let's say you hit the 1, what does it look like to hit the 1%, right? To hit the 1% of the 50,000, that's 500 Zclassics mined by you, all right? That's a lot of Zclassic. So what does what to mine say? How much can you mine per day, right? So let's go to what to mine. All right, and let's say we're running a rig with NVIDIA cards, Team Green, because Team Green is best on the EquiHash network based on, or if you look at AMD versus NVIDIA EquiHash, NVIDIA really is better on the EquiHash network. So let's calculate here and let's look and see with one rig, 1/6 GPU rig running 1070s, how much Zclassic can we really make in a day? So we're over here. Here's Zclassic right here. Let's look and see what exactly we would make every single day. And it's looking like we're gonna make about $13.06 if you compare that to like BTC. Well, I know that Zclassic, we can go back in here and we can see what this exchange rate is. It's $1.58. So needless to say, this late in the game, you probably won't make it to 1%, but you can make something, right? So what they're saying here is for every 1 Zclassic you mine, you're going to earn anywhere between 3 to 5, with the guaranteed minimum 1.25 Bitcoin private per ZCL mined. Okay, so I don't think that we're behind the ball, or I don't think that we've missed the boat on this. I think that it's still a feasible option. And remember, this is the auction part of it, right? This portion here about getting additional BTCP is just, that's an additional option, right? That's the auction part of it. But you're still going to get paid your ZCL for mining, and you're still going to get your 3 to 5 per ZCL that you mined. All right, guys? So with all of that said, where do I think Bitcoin private is going to go after the fork, and where do I think Zclassic is going to go after the fork? This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do have to say that I believe that since the development team of Zclassic is all leaving, we will see probably a decline in Zclassic, which is already, in most people's opinion, a dead coin. Okay? And then we will see Bitcoin private probably move a lot within the first couple of days, because everyone's going to be receiving their Bitcoin private. We're probably going to see it move a lot, and then we're probably going to see a little bit of a retrace, right? Because everyone's going to start selling it at the highest point, just trying to get rid of it maybe. They've got their Zclassic. They're going to start dumping that probably too. So I'm more of just speaking about people's mannerisms in this. And that's what I believe is going to happen to the coin. But in the meantime, this is a great way for you to mine one coin, and then boom, you have another coin right there. So it's almost like mining 2 coins at one time without having to use Claymore Duel, right? So again, guys, check out this at the Zclassic donation pool. Again, the address is fund.zclassic.org. You can check it out for yourself. They've got connection. They've got ways that you can connect to their node. They've got different nodes that you can connect to. You can connect to the CPU node, the GPU node. They've got extra. If you've got more than one CPU or GPU, they've got all kinds of different nodes that you can connect to. They even give you a couple of instructions on how to do it with EBWF, DSTM, Claymore miner, and the NiceHash miner as well. But my preference here is EBWF. It's fairly simple to set up. They even give you the code right there. They're giving you the code, and you just need to put in your address. Now, for this, when you guys go and you put your address in here, and if you don't already have a Zclassic wallet, private wallet, desktop wallet, go ahead and download one from the Zclassic website. And when you create it, you need to make sure that you're using your transparent wallet address for this address here, not your private address. And don't put your exchange address either. They've already noted it. If you look in their frequently asked questions section here, they've already noted that they will not be paying it out if it's on a exchange. So see here, they say, can you use a Z address to mine to this? What a Z address is a private address so that nobody can really see the transaction, right? You have to use their T address, and it's spelled out here in their frequently asked questions area. So make sure that you're using the T address, not your Z address for Zclassic. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you guys need any more information on this, you guys can check us out at the Bitcoin Pub. I'm here, Imaginary Pi, on the Bitcoin Pub to help you out with any of your questions that you guys have as far as your miners, as far as the programs that you should run, what's the best coin you guys should run for your mining, to mine. Guys, I'm here to help. I really appreciate all the love and support that I've received from everyone here at the Bitcoin Pub. You guys are probably wondering what's going on with the pub's mining pool. Guys, please stay tuned for that. We're going to be announcing the official launch date very soon coming up, and we hope that everybody will flood in to the mining pool, help us mine some Zen, help us get a block, help us get to the moon. In the meantime, guys, keep on mining.